Gentlemen, party man and woman, how is you? It's a beautiful Monday evening in the city of Lagos. I mean, we had a very chilly Monday and it was wet in some parts of Lagos. The 27th day of the month of July 2026, and we're here, we're live to keep you company exactly as we always do it. Exactly. You know, over the weekend, a lot has actually happened. Now, you need us, yes, to let you know all those things that you might have missed while scrolling through social media. This is FameIdols Hangout, and this year we'll talk about all that's going on in the lives of your favorite celebrities. Okoye Gentleman is my name, and I've got Joy in the building. Joy, happy new week to you.
Yes, so sister, how you day? Happy new week to you and our fans, our viewers. Where are you watching us from? Hope you had a beautiful weekend as you wanted it to go. Well, we're here again, Fame Idols, bringing you all the correct entertainment gist. Yes, so please, we want to know where you're watching us from because we want to know how you started your week. How did today start? Today Monday, how did it start where you are? Because my own started with cold, like the weather was cold today and it's still cold till now. So how is it in your area? Okay, and how are you dealing with this? Okay, are you covering up? Are you doing cuddling? What are you doing? Please, we want to hear from you. Okay, and don't forget, please, wherever you're watching us from, don't forget to tell a friend that we are live and we are here again. Okay, please follow us on all our social media channels. Okay, and don't forget, if you have a beautiful talent you want to showcase to the world, just come on www.fameidols.com. Okay, we are watching, we want to see you, want to hear from you. Okay, and don't forget, you can also take something home. That beautiful talent you have, somebody want to see it, the world want to celebrate you. Osita, let's continue.
Yes, of course. Speaking of talent, Fame Idols Got Talent Season 2 is already ongoing at this very moment. I mean, I've seen a lot of entries, and I'm very sure that people are ready. I mean, the competition, it does start. Yes, there are a lot of talents in waiting to be showcased to the world. So if you know you have any talent whatsoever, if you know you have that particular God-given talent, and you're willing to use your talent to make cool money for yourself, participate in the Fame Idols Got Talent Season 2 and has stand a chance to win 1 million naira together with other consolation prizes, cash prizes to be won. I mean, money day nyafu nyafu. That being said, all you have to do is get signed up on the site www.fameidols.com and follow us across every social media platform. I mean, we're reeling out information back to back to back. The deadline for the submission of your entry for this talent competition is fast approaching. It's better for you to be very much aware, better for you to know what's going on. It's better for you to participate fully, to avoid had I known. Fame Idols Got Talent Season 2. We are back bigger and better. That being said, a sneak peek of what to actually expect on today's program. As we know, on Sunday, that was yesterday, Big Brother Naija is back. All the juiciest gist of day 2 for this particular competition is already here. I mean, we're giving out 1 million and people are giving out 116 million grand prize. No one will reach there. It's small, just be coming down for us. Peter Okoye is also in the news for making statements that have got people talking. A lot of people have been dragging him left, right, and center. And there is basketballs everywhere. Nasboi is having basketballs after being dragged left, right, and center for a little misunderstanding he had with a content creator. We'll let you know exactly what that is about as the show progresses. And AY made a statement that got people talking. Yes, he came out to let people know why exactly he stopped attending church. And this is like the fourth celebrity. Yes, let me use the word celebrity. This is like the fourth celebrity that is coming out openly to say they do not attend church anymore, with the last person saying the reason for she stopping to go to church was because people, I mean, she started stealing focus of people from church. Yes, she talks, say if she goes to church, that's Maggie Johnson. If she goes to church, people leave the sole purpose of being in church and start focusing their attention on her. So she stopped going to church outrightly. Now, AY is coming out to let us know exactly why you stop attending church. Just stay logged in as we are here. And over the weekend, I mean, a video went viral that got people talking. Our number one relationship coach, GehGeh, is in the news as there have been speculations of rumored marriage. I mean, after advising people to stay away from women, we see him not just getting married, but planting a beautiful kiss on the cheek of his wife. Hey God, no worry, thank me. There's enough buzz to go around. People have been talking, and the internet literally have been set ablaze with a lot of opinions. Just stay logged in and tell a friend that FameIdols Hangout for this particular day has started officially. Without no further ado, let's dive right into the conversation for today. Yes, if you're familiar with that particular signature tune, I'm talking about the moment you on your cable television and you hear Big Brother Naija. Yes, Big Brother Naija is back for another amazing season. And one thing that we've noticed over time is the fact that Big Brother Naija tends to upgrade. The particular cash prize for this year is always bigger than the last year's cash prize. So as they come out to unveil their housemates for the season 11 of Big Brother Naija show, I mean, competing for 160 million naira. Yes, they're competing for 160 million naira, and it premiered on Sunday evening. The first set of contestants competing for this year's prize money was introduced during the show launch by the host of Ebuka Obi Uchendu. So for people that are coming out carrying rumors, or people that carried, yes, because it's not a recent rumor, for people that actually carried rumor that Ebuka is not going to be the host for this year's Big Brother, people were saying they're going to give it to Frankedo, people were saying they're going to select somebody else to host this year. Oh, it didn't work like that. Ebuka is actually the host for this year, and this is a list of the housemates. Yes, this is a list of the housemates. Number one, Trump. Trump is a 24-year-old Lagos-based streamer who stated that he has no interest in romance or distraction on the show. And people are actually asking, are you sure you are serious? Because that is what actually sells on the show. The moment you start doing couple goals, the moment you start doing relationship goals, the moment you start joining up with somebody else, that is when people would want to listen to you. But Trump is there for serious business. Martins is a 30-year-old visual storyteller and a model from Kogi State. Abby is a chef and a model from Osun State. Chimsom Chuka is a 27-year-old pharmacist from Anambra State. Kevo is a 27-year-old web developer from Benue State who disclosed that he is open to finding love. And of all places to find love, Kevo is looking for love where they are competing for 160 million naira. I mean, people are already telling Kevo, my brother, you have to focus. They say you're not behaving like an Igbo man, but he's a Benue State person. So I don't understand why people are, they are just looking one kind. They say, how will be looking for love in a place that you are supposed to be competing for money? That is not balanced. It's not balanced at all. Mercedes is also a 26-year-old massage therapist from Delta State. Kamsi is a 24-year-old event planner. Sultex is a 24-year-old dancer and choreographer from Lagos. Aiku is calm and strong and definitely someone who can speak his mind. Aiku is 25-year-old from Abuja and a bookworm who is comfortable in his own company. Me saying the day on. In the day in on is a loner that is there fans speculations. Flora is a makeup entrepreneur, and we have Bells, we have Gerald, we have Oin, we have Shiba, we have Araga, we have Ricky, we have Nomi, we have Barry, and we have Neche. Yes, you can see that all of them are competing for this year 160 million naira. And there is a particular twist to this year's Big Brother Naija season 11 that was not there all this while, and that is the house was shared into two. male and female. So the games, the activities are going to be going on. It's going to be competed between the male versus the female. People going to say, oh, Joro don't enter. Or say they for just continue, they do the normal team. What did they do? So which one be say it can't be male and female? Say you get some kind of activities where be say women better pass men. You get activities where men better pass women. So different people have just been saying different things about this particulars here, Big Brother Naija. But then it's just starting, so we never know what Biggie has in store for we, the viewers, and the housemates. A joy.
See, let me tell you something, Osita. Fans are eager to know what Big Brother has in store. But you know, with the kind of with the characters we are seeing, you know, the names and you know the things we hear about them, you know, looking at their profile and all, fans are wondering, will these people give us the kind of drama we are looking for in Big Brother? You know, that what a fan was asking, huh? Okay, I want to say this way. If fan said, will this person give us drama? Another person said, this one is too gentle. Just from the picture, you don't even know the person. Somebody said, look at this one's picture. She's looking up. Hey, now wow. Another person said, now wow. Well, when they start, I'll know who to vote for. Someone said, I already know the winner. I know who my star is going to be. Well, no problem. You know who your star is going to be. You know the winner. No problem. Someone said, oh, come, everybody. Come and join me. This is the person you're going to vote for. You will not tell people who to vote for. They will decide when they start watching. Please calm down, okay? Calm down. Let's follow them step by step, okay? Let's follow let's follow what Big Brother has in store, because we don't know yet, okay? But when they go into the house, you know, and everything starts, and then we'll know. Okay, for now, just chill. Okay, people that are speculating, I don't think this person has drama. Somebody said, oh, this one that is looking so gentle like this, are you sure he's going to survive? Another person say, I know the first person to go out that will go out of the house. Okay, no problem, we have heard, but still we have to calm down and watch. Okay, so we will know if with the person you are predicting is the person that is really going to leave first. Okay, you know, people have a lot of, you know, people are just speculating, anticipation, you know, and all. But whatever it is, just calm down. Okay, follow us here on FameIdols and we'll keep you posted on what is happening inside Big Brother house. Okay, Osita, please, let's continue.
Yes, of course. So for the next 3 months, we're going to be keeping you updated exactly the way, you know, informations we feel you would want to know. If there are dramas, if there are, a lot to say, we'll definitely keep you posted and keep you updated. I know a lot of people that have not been doing content creating for a while. We pick up on their ring lights, dust their ring lights, dust their tripod stand, dust everything, and start their content careers. A lot of them are going to come outside on different social media platforms and turn to content creating, analyzing, scrutinizing, and looking at Big Brother Naija from different angles. People that are going to be streaming their live shows is going to, I don't know, I saw something online and it said this year's Big Brother, because the house is beautiful, if I do say so myself. The sets, the set design, everything is so on point. And it said it created 1,000 jobs. To actually get this particular year Big Brother running, it created 1,000 jobs, and I think they were working for a very long time. I'm trying to remember the exact number of days I saw, but I know they were working for a very long time, and it created 1,000 jobs. And it's not the end; it will still create more, because we're going to still see more people that are going to, you know, start content creating full time, analyzing, dissecting, and telling us things that we didn't ask them. But any which way, the show is on and running. Yes, the competition has started, and then we'll be here to give you updates and represent your faves as time goes by. That being said, we'll leave that particular story, put it inside cooler, and enter the very next story. Peter Okoye has finally shaken, a bit shukun as a fierce shake. He has a shaka shaka. He has destroyed the table that's been managing for a very long time. How important is your language? I mean, not the language you speak, not pidgin English, but your indigenous language. If you're an Igbo person, how important is Igbo language to you? If you're a Yoruba person, how important is Yoruba language to you? If you're an Hausa person, how important is Hausa language to you? Peter Okoye has a very different opinion about language, and Joy is going to be telling us more about that. Joy.
Now, our Afrobeat singer and half of the default P-Square duo, Peter Okoye, popularly known as Mr. P, he has claimed that Nigerians' indigenous languages don't have much value I don't know if you agree with that, okay? Do you agree that it does not have much value? Please, I want to hear from you in the comment section, please, okay? I want to hear from you. Do you agree that your language, okay, your heritage doesn't have much value, okay? Now, the singer made the claim after a fan asked him, because he did not just say this, something prompted him to say this. So he made this claim after a singer asked him whether his kids are also fluent in Igbo after he boasted about their proficiency in French. Okay, so Okoye, who is currently on vacation in Paris, France, said watching his children, okay, let me say the way he said it, okay, he said watching his children speak French fluently makes him consider purchasing a property in the city. Okay, he says, still in Paris, watching my kids speak French so effortlessly makes me think maybe it's time to own a crib here in Paris. He wrote on X. A fan then asked, hope they can speak Igbo too. To which the singer replied, and who Niger language help? Make I hear word, I beg. Now, that statement is like discrediting your language. That statement is like discrediting your language, discrediting your heritage, saying, oh, the language help. They can speak French. So what else do they need? Okay. And a lot of fans were not okay with this. Why some people supported him? Oh yes, because it's a normal thing. People will support and people will not support. Okay, so some fans supported him. Some fans, yes, that was the same. What they're saying is true. Will the language help? Okay, what are we getting from the language and all that? Okay, so some people said, a fan said something. A fan said, if Nigerian language doesn't have value to you, why have you not been singing in French language? Don't devalue a valuable material because you want to look valuable. Somebody said that now I know who the problem is in that union, in the peace family. So now you have decided he is a problem in the peace family. Okay, no problem. Another person said maybe Igbo language, because Yoruba language is global. To which a fan said, who told you Yoruba language is global? How many countries speak Yoruba? What's the economic importance? And how many Japanese have shown interest in learning Yoruba? Okay. But you know what? There's something that baffled me. For me, I said something. I said to myself, because everybody was commenting. People were saying, people even started insulting him, say, oh, you are talking about your own Igbo language. Another person said, no, he's talking about his wife language. Another person said, yes, because his wife is Yoruba, he's talking about Yoruba language. Another person, no, it's your own Igbo language because it's Igbo, he's talking about his Igbo language. But I asked myself, why are we arguing about this kind of thing? Why the argument? Why the front and back argument? Okay, and then you notice something which one fan noticed, and the fan said, everybody here is commenting with English and abandon all the Nigerian languages. You were arguing that, oh, somebody is telling you that how the language take help, I beg come out. And then you were arguing still in that language, okay? And you were not even trying to cheapen your own language to show that your language matter. Somebody said that is why I love Indians. They to them, whether the world recognizes their language or not, it matters to them because that is what they are. Your heritage, your language is your heritage. It is who you are as a people. So they're not looking at you whether you like their language, whether you want to learn it or you don't want to learn it. Indians will speak their language with pride. And their names show that they are from their country. They're not waiting for the language to become Chinese language. Oh, you want to learn Chinese in school, you want to learn German, you want to learn French. Oh no, they're not waiting for it. They speak their language, they produce their movies in their language. Oh yes, isn't it like we don't have Nigerians, movie, Yoruba in other languages, okay? But that's what a fan is saying. So I'm letting you know that a fan is saying that's why I love Indians. Indians are so proud of their language and they're not waiting for you to like it or love it or not. That is the normal language you speak in their place. English is something that comes after their own language. Okay. Now, a fan said that it seems as if this Peter is it seems as if he is educated but not properly educated. Someone said, who is this one? Is he aware in Vatican City, Rome, Igbo language is used to conduct church service? Another fan argued about something. Somebody went on, Osita, I don't know if you can hear me, okay? Somebody went on to educate us on universities, countries that are studying Igbo language, Hausa language, Yoruba language, and some other African languages, okay? The person went on to say that Millions of Han Chinese are studying Igbo language in Fujian and even the Chinese capital. Nigerian languages have no value. Is that what he said? But Igbo language is extensively studied in Brazil, US, the West Indies. In Cameroon, there are tribes speaking Igbo as second language. Okay, it want to let us know that Hausa is a lingua franca across most of northern Nigeria, southern Niger, northern Ghana, part of Benin, Togo, Sudan. What about Yoruba? Yoruba is spoken across Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and but of these three, Igbo and Hausa possess a greater presence in international translation agencies and websites. Okay, so at the end of the day, what will I come out? Okay, Osita, let me know let me know what you think about this before I chip in something. Let me know what you think about it, Osita. Can you
You
hear me,
know,
Osita?
truthfully, Joy, I feel it's a foundational problem. Yes, I can hear you clearly. I feel it's a foundational problem, and the problem actually started from while we were growing up. I'm going to use myself as an example. There's something that was happening in schools when I was much younger. It's what we grew up with, and it's what we lived by. It was the modus operandi from small. See, while I was growing up, I was told that the only language that was allowed, yes, the only language we were allowed to speak in school was language. See, I'm not saying English language is bad, but English language is supposed to be a mode of communication because it's supposed to be central. A situation whereby you do not understand my language, I do not understand your language. We used English language as a means of communication between both of us. But at a point, English language became a test of intelligence. They would compare somebody that, this particular person is only intelligent, is only brilliant when he can speak English language. How well you speak the language would show how intelligent people would rate you. Now, in schools, while I was growing up, they will tell you the only language you're allowed to speak is English. That if you speak vernacular, they tagged our language, our indigenous language, they tagged it vernacular. And it made a lot of people shy away from learning the language. It made a lot of people, they even make effort to learn that particular language from small. So a lot of people do not even know how to speak the language in the first place. I feel that is where the inferiority complex started coming in. At that particular point where they would see somebody speaking his language, an Igbo man, for example, I'll use Igbo because I'm proudly Igbo. An Igbo man speaking his language will be tagged Igbotic. You would not get a girl. If you grow up in the kind of hood I grew up in, Joy, you would not get a girl if you sound Igbotic. She would not want to be with you. You want to be with somebody that speaks just English language. So minor things like this are the things that actually made the Nigerian language to be devalued. But even at that, if you come outside and say, would the language help? Speak for yourself. There are a lot of us that have been saved from very dangerous situations just by speaking our language. There are a lot of people that got a lot of help in strange places just by speaking our. I can remember situations whereby I was completely stranded, but because I was speaking my language, somebody helped me without even knowing me. I can remember going for NYSC and I found favor because I was speaking my language. I can go on and on and on about things that my language has done for me. See, anybody that is of the opinion that the language doesn't have value is a very funny person. The person is a comedian. It's very funny to me because your language is your identity. I wish you understand. And why it always amuses me is the fact that you'd see Nigerians. I'll use Nigerians for example, and I feel it's just this jackpot syndrome that is everywhere. Everybody wants to migrate, everybody wants to move. If not, you'd see a Nigerian be very proud that my child can speak German, my child can speak French, my child can speak Spanish. They go list like 5 languages and said my child is fluent in all these languages, but they will not call any African language. And I'm trying to meet that particular German or that particular French man or that particular Spanish man that would come out and say my child can speak Igbo, my child can speak Yoruba. You will not see something like that. You know, see something. So it is a thing of pride for you as an Igbo man, a full-fledged Igbo man, to come out in public and say, yes, I'm considering buying a house in France, in Paris, because my child can speak French. But your child speaking your own language is not important because who he help, who the language help. How French language don't actually help you if you want to become, if you want to be realistic. How exactly are French language help you? See, you can say English language. I understand English because English has grown to be the generally accepted language for communication. Yes, it has grown to be the generally accepted language of communication. But then, if you say English language has helped, you would say, okay, it makes communication easier between you and maybe people you want to do business with. But when you come out to say something like French, how exactly has the French language helped you? What exactly did the French language do for you? So it's a very funny statement if I do say so myself. I am proud of my language anytime, any day. And my child is going to learn my language. You're going to see, I would want my child to be more fluent than I am. There's this particular lecturer I used to brag with when I was in school. Professor Ndolo, I will call him name. Yes, I used to brag about him because he teaches in the US. And this particular lecturer too.
Okay, sorry for the break in transmission. Okay, so you know what also that was trying to say is it is high time we encourage our children to speak their local language, speak your dialect, speak your indigenous language. Okay, it is high time. Okay, it is not, we should not always focus on speaking foreign languages all the time. Okay, I'm going to say this in the Igbo language because I am Igbo. Okay, Iye Peter na agwa anyị bụ na, as in from what we get here is Peter, from what Peter is saying, ihe ọ na-asị bụ na oge erugo ka anyị na-agwa ụmụazị na-eto ka a na-asụ asụsụ ụfa. Ọ bụ sọsọ ingili ka a na-asụ asụsụ ụfa ụmụazị na-eto kịta. And what I'm trying to say is children that are growing up now, encourage them to speak their language. Okay, it is time you encourage them to speak their language. Okay, so you know, I'm going to end it with what a fan said. A fan said that I hope someday people will stop seeing Nigeria as a place to escape from, but as a nation worth rebuilding, because your language is your heritage. Your language is who you are as a people. Okay, you know, internationally there are places where even in the British diplomats, most of them, you see them coming online to learn Igbo languages. Yeah, there's a reason why they learn it, because most of the time they want to study people, the things that make an ethnic group unique, and you have to learn about that language. So you cannot be proud about, oh, you can learn German, you can learn this. Then you need to learn your language. A child once said, this child lives in Spain. He said, he traveled, he lives in the UK, and so from the UK, he traveled to Spain. He said when he got to Spain with his friends, we just went for a holiday. Because he could speak his language, he was surprised. It opened doors for him in a places he could not access, some places he could not go into. You know, there were some places he could not go into. He found out that the person who worked there was Igbo, and the person, you know, got them access to go into those places. There were things, he was just surprised. He was surprised. So it is good to be proud of where you come from, okay, no matter what, because we always blame the government and blame this and blame that, but it starts from you, it starts from me. Okay, also that you have something else to say. Also, do you want to say something?
You know, there's no that thing that should be added to this particular conversation other than exactly as you said it. Please, it's high time people become proud of their language. Teach your children your language and make them understand that their language is their identity. So let them speak their language anytime, any day. That being said, I believe we'll leave this particular conversation and enter the very next story. And like we said at the start of the show, Nasboi is being dragged on different levels because a lot of people have different opinions about the fallout he had with another content creator. Now, according to the video that went viral, it all started with Babaorobo, aka Biggie, coming out to come and, you know, make different claims about what Nasboi did to him, and Nasboi coming out to say his own side of the story. Yes, and Nasboi coming out to say his own side of the story. Now, Babaorobo is actually calling out Nasboi, and out to publicly say that Nasboi belittled him, claiming that he had no value after he requested a transport fare for a job opportunity. In an emotional video, Angel revealed that he had worked with Nasboi since 2022, traveling from Iju-Ishaga, Bariga, and later Ikorodu up to Lekki for shoots, claiming that he was paid just 10,000 naira on some occasions, despite repeatedly showing up. He also recalled being recommended by Nasboi for AY stage play said to be worth 200,000 naira. Now, according to Angel, he initially thought that it was a one-day job, but later discovered rehearsals would also require him to travel from Ikorodu to Eko hotels. Unable to afford the trips, his manager advised him to request transport assistance. However, a leaked voice note allegedly from Nasboi suggests he wasn't pleased with the request. Referring to the 200,000 naira fee, Nasboi said, them discuss 200,000 naira for you. 200k should be enough for you to take your transport back to your house. On another occasion, when Angel asked for Uber fare to attend a shoot in Lekki, Nasboi responded, "You can't say send me money for Uber. Don't act like you are entitled all the time." He also accused Angel of having a character problem and urged him to change his attitude. Angel, visibly upset, fired back repeatedly, asking, "Shame me. I get value. Waiting people they look for. Shame I no get value." His manager, Swag Omoluabi, defended the request, insisting that there is nothing. Yes, Noves. They came out to come and insist. That is his manager. That is Angel's manager coming out to come and insist that there is nothing bad in asking for transport for a family man of four that doesn't have anything. But Nasboi stood his ground, saying, "Does he have any value that people are paying for? No, he's an upcoming." That was exactly what Nasboi said. And Nasboi actually released a follow-up video that has since gone viral, stating that on no account should Biggie come out to come and request for transport money. The way he's portraying the point now, according to Nasboi, he said that he got Biggie a gig. He got him a gig that he's supposed to be paid 200,000 naira. Yes, he's supposed to pay 200,000 naira. And then Biggie started asking for accommodation because he's supposed to, perform in that particular role, that he needs accommodation. He's supposed to be lodged after the show so he can go to the accommodation and go and sleep. According to Biggie, he doesn't take public transport because of his size. And for people that know Biggie, we know that he's on the plus size. So he said he doesn't take public transport because of his size, that he's always been mocked, abused, intimidated, oppressed anytime he should use public transport. So he always goes for taxis. And it's quite expensive. So Biggie is coming out to come and say that Nasboi treated him unfairly because all he did was to request for transport fare to come for his shoot, bearing in mind that the 10,000 is too small for him to be navigating all over. And Nasboi is coming out to come and say outrightly that Biggie is not supposed to be requesting for transport fare. That even the gig that he gave him in Eko Hotel with Boss AY, that him asking for anything more after the 200,000 is very, very wrong. Nasboi is coming out to come and say, you were paid 200,000. You're supposed to be able to navigate your transportation back home after the gig. You're supposed to be able to navigate your lodging even that night of the show on AY Live. And then people are coming out to drag Nasboi that 200k is already beginning to look like 200 million the way he's explaining this whole thing. People are coming out to say, if the 200,000 is a day, what exactly is supposed to cover the days of rehearsals and everything? People had different opinions concerning this matter. But then, before I say anything, Joy, what do you think?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to start with what fans are saying. Okay, fans are complaining. Fans, this thing's not going well with a lot of fans. Okay, it is not going well with a lot of fans. A fan was saying, how can you allow yourself? How can you've been with someone since 2022. Traveling from Ishaga, Bariga, and later Ikorodu. And then you're claiming that he was paid just He's claiming that he was paid just 10,000 on some occasion, despite repeatedly showing up. Okay, somebody said, why did you accept to be paid despite 10,000, despite repeatedly showing up? Okay, a fan said, if you are working with somebody, for years you've been with the person and you keep on earning the same amount every time, 1 year, 2 years, you're still earning the same amount, 3 years, you're earning the same amount, you should know that the person does not value you. That's what a fan said. Another fan said that you should go where you are valued. Another fan said that Nasboi, you should understand that this person we are talking about is someone who is a family man. Osita, please correct me. He's a family man with 4 kids, right? Osita, can you hear me? He's a family man with 4 kids,
Yes,
huh?
exactly.
Okay, he's a family man with 4 kids, and then you're
Exactly.
talking about 200,000 as though you were talking about 2 million. We're not talking about, in today, when we talk about 200,000, you see, we're talking about 20,000. Osita, you understand what I'm talking about? Today, Niger, when you say 200,000, it seems you're just talking about 20,000. It is not up to anything. It is not up to anything. Okay, you know that this person is on
Joy,
a plus size.
Joy,
Huh?
Joy.
Also, I want to say something.
No verse, I cut you. No verse, I cut
Okay,
you, Joy. But
okay.
how many Nigerians are earning 200,000 for a day's work? How
How
many
many Nigerians?
Nigerians are earning 200,000? May we leave 1 day work. How many Nigerians would work for a month and earn 200,000? But go on. May not be like that they cut you. Go on,
Okay, let
Joy.
me
Go
tell
on.
you
If I the
something.
verse, I
Okay,
didn't.
we're
Go on.
talking about 200,000, and you know that 200,000 in today Niger is not even up to anything. Okay, now this person is someone that is with a father of 4. Is coming for your show. Okay, why will he be earning 200,000 in a day? He can earn 200,000 a day because he has been working with you for some time now. This is someone that he has been working with you, going to different shows. Okay, now he's earning 200. You telling him that you connected him to somebody who's going to pay him 200,000 for a day show. You're saying that money should be enough for him to cover his hotels and all that. See, what kind of hotel is he going to stay in? How much is he going to take as Uber to go there and come back? How much is he going to save at the end of the day? All these things are things to calculate. Okay, these things are things to calculate. Nasboi, these are things to calculate. Okay, it's not just about, you're earning 200,000 and then 200,000 a day. You should be able to take care of your hotel, take care of your this, take care of your that. You should, the way you talk to somebody matters. The way you talk to a person matters. It's not about, I'm giving you 200,000 for a day and then it should, because he has been working with you, so you give him 200,000 a day. You're not doing him a favor by giving him 200,000 a day. No, you are not doing him a favor. You're not favoring him. Yes, you're not doing him a favor. So don't speak to him like you're doing him a favor by giving him 200,000 a day because he earns 200,000 a day in that job, and then has he been earning the 200,000 every time? The way the money, the way we are talking about, it seems as if this is the first time the guy is earning 200,000. It seems as if this is the first time he's earning something like that. I'm not even sure he has earned up to 200,000 a day because he's talking about he repeatedly earned 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. So I think this is the first time he's getting 200,000 in a day. And the person is saying, okay, you need transport fare. See, let me tell you something. Most artists, you invite them to come for your show. You're going to take care of their accommodation where they will stay. You take care of their feeding. You take care of their transportation. You take care of where they will stay before they will start coming for your show. Okay, you take care of all those things. And this person is asking you, okay, for transport fare. If you don't have, I don't have transport fare to give you. Simple. All the insults, the throwing back and forth. I don't think there's any need for it. There's no need for it. Okay, there is no need for all those things. It's just it. Another person said something.
Joy,
Although people said, okay, also that you want
Joy,
to say something.
Joy.
I can hear you, Peter. I can hear
What
you.
insult? You say with all the insults back and forth was not necessary. What insult exactly did Nasboi insult Biggie?
Osita, can you hear me?
What
Can you hear
exactly
me,
is the
Osita?
insult? You say the insult is not necessary. You say the insult is not necessary. So I'm asking what insult exactly? How exactly did Nasboi insult Biggie is what I'm asking.
Why was all the drama of going front and back with 200,000 is enough for you? You should be able to go with 200,000. If you cannot do this, then leave it. What was all those things about? What is it about?
Okay. Let me point something out for you, Joy. Let me point, one thing I love about Nigerians is they are very good at being sentimental. First things first, coming out to come and say a father of four, a father of four, a father, it is nobody's business the size of your family. They did not tell you to go and get 4 children and a wife. Your the size of your family doesn't concern anybody. There are people that are taking care of 8 children and are not earning up to 30,000, and it doesn't concern your employers how much your salary is. See, to the best of my knowledge, you're being paid for your services. The amount of people that are benefiting from that money doesn't concern anybody. You pay me, you do something for me, and I pay you for that particular thing you're doing. Now, the people coming out to come and say yes, saying it doesn't have value, saying it doesn't have value, is going too far and everything. See, let us be realistic. Is Biggie a celebrity? People that want to pay more money will always check of what use, of what importance is this particular service you are rendering to me. Everybody that has a bargaining power is always coming with the value that, okay, this particular thing, I'm the only person that would be able to do it for you. Now there will be say person dey fit come back again. Hold on, no verse. I got switch enter pidgin first. Make una fit understand me well. You have to be doing something extraordinary before you be able to bargain certain bargains. Not when it is just regular, it is just everyday. See, let us be very honest, let us be very realistic the way it is in the entertainment industry. They will tell you that there are a lot of people, even Nasboi, if he should decide to be truthful, you would know that there are a lot of shows he went to free of charge because he was not valuable. He didn't have value. The moment you start having value, that is when you'll be able to bargain. That's when you'll be able to say certain things. They are giving you opportunity whether you like it or not. That is just the truth. Yes, I understand that you're an actor. You are acting and you're supposed to earn something from acting. But Nasboi is doing more for you than you are doing for him. Because if you check it, Nasboi said he called Biggie because of his size. Biggie is not the only person this size. He's not. There are a lot of people. There's a particular group chat I'm in. They used to post it on a regular, Joy. They would say, I need somebody that is plus size. I need somebody that is short. I need a dwarf. I need somebody that is extremely tall. I need somebody that is well built. They post things like that regularly. And in the video Nasboi made, he said that the amount he pays his actors is 50,000. That is what he said. He said he pays 50. Biggie is coming out to say he received 10,000 naira. So there is a breach of communication in this particular one, because one person is saying one price, another person. Now you're working from 2022. This is 2026, and you're collecting 10,000 naira. Why? There is more to this particular story that Biggie is not saying. He's just focusing on the fact that he's saying it doesn't have value, it doesn't have value. See, the moment you are valuable to somebody, it would be very, very obvious. Even in the corporate space, Joy, they will tell you that you should bring so much value that your company will not even consider letting you go. The moment you don't bring value, if there is a need to downsize, your name will be the very first name that they will bring to the table. So speaking about 200,000, people are coming out to come and say, yes, he has been working for you for a very long time. That is the only reason why when Boss AY said, I need somebody for this stage play, he was the person that Nasboi suggested. Okay, let's go with this particular person. It's because of the years of working together. It doesn't mean that this is the only person that can actually play that role. It doesn't mean that that's the only person Nasboi knows. It doesn't mean AY cannot get somebody. Let us be realistic. See, I was in a movie location, and the lead actor is supposed to be a boy of 12 years. Joy, they changed the whole storyline because of one particular girl. This girl acted and she did fantastic well. And the director said, now our lead actor is no longer a boy of 12 years. He's going to be a girl of 14 years. And they changed the entire storyline just because of that girl. So if you think that the only reason that production house is doing well is because of you, it's a very funny thing to think. Secondly, AY Live is the biggest stage for any entertainer in Nigeria currently. AY Live is one particular show that it's a platform. It's a platform. If you know the amount of connections you're going to get if you do amazingly well on AY Live, it is I don't know. May we think and where. AY does stage play. Kenny Black does stage play. There are other actors, there are other comedians that in the course of their show, they do stage play. If you perform extraordinarily well and you do well, you get connections to other people. Other people will call you, other people will use your services, and you make more money. You're coming out to come and tell me why would they pay you ordinary 200,000 that you're going to go for rehearsal. Did you know that you're going to go for rehearsal for a stage play? Do you want to just come up that day and come and act? No, it's a stage play. You'd rehearse. So let us be very honest. Let us be very truthful with ourselves. We've seen Nigerians going for job interviews for days without even knowing if they'll get the work, and they are not complaining. And you see somebody that is getting paid 200,000 naira for a day's job, and this particular person is complaining. There are a lot of actors that have acted and they gave them a plate of rice. There are a lot of actors that have acted and they told them thanks for coming. There are people that paid money to feature in certain productions. They paid heavily for their face just to show. You make certain sacrifices when you're coming. It's part of the story. There is no celebrity that will tell you that he doesn't have one sacrifice or the other that he made. So you don't have to be entitled. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody. It can't be like sad the first for you, Joy. So make I calm down. Any other thing, I'm going to enter the next story.
Okay, well, you all have heard what Osita said, and if you have something to add, please, we want to see you. We want to hear from you in the comment section. How do you see what is happening between Nasboi and Biggie? Are you in support of Biggie or are you in support of Nasboi? Please, we want to hear from you in the comment section. Okay, so a fan is saying that, oh, please let us hear from Nasboi first of all before we crucify Nasboi. Another fan is saying, oh, let Biggie find transport fare by himself. Nobody tell us to make it fat. Well, all that, fans will always say a lot of things. Okay, we're not here to start, arguing about who is big and who is not big. Okay, but please, want to hear from you. How do you see this? And as it is, we're going to go straight into our next story. And this is coming from AY. Yes, comedian AY. This is our stand-up comedian AY. He's an actor. He's a filmmaker. Ayo Makum, popularly known as AY. He has explained some certain things, about why he stopped attending church. Now, speaking in a video broadcast on a social media page on Sunday, the comedian said he stopped going to church not because he lost his faith, but because of the public scrutiny he has been subjected to following his divorce. Okay, now in his words, he said, for some time now, I stopped attending church, not because I stopped believing in God or lost my faith. I was actually navigating a very personal season. The negative narrative put out on the blogs against me. So I choose to step back quietly. Part of that decision was because I didn't want to become the subject of whispered conversation. Okay. AY also explained, the comedian said that at some point he found another church and started worshiping there, but got discouraged again after he was dropped from a church program he had initially been booked for, because the church claimed they were worried about public perception. He said the experience has made him question what the church is really for and what it represents. He went on to say that shouldn't the church be the safest place to find truth, grace, and restoration? If people cannot run to God's house when life becomes heavy on them, where are they meant to run to? The clueless people who just post negative comments on social media or go ahead and judge you without even knowing the root of what is happening, or the few friends who would skillfully avoid you because of public perception. So AY emphasized that the church should be a place of grace and restoration, not judgment and condemnation. So Osita, can you hear me on this? Because this is something that it is, it happens all the time. It is not today started happening. It has always been happening. But you know what, Osita, before I go into this, please, how do you see this? Okay, how do you see this, Osita? Everything.
Personally, All I will just say is we are on behalf of Christendom. We are very sorry, Bros. AY. Please come back to church. We love you. And we understand how you are feeling. We know exactly the way it is doing you, but please come back to church. Come to my church. Yes, I will not call the name of my church before my producer will say I'm doing evangelism. So I will not call the name of our church. But AY, reach out to me. Come to my church. We don't judge. We don't do that kind of thing in my church. Just come to my church immediately. And we will welcome you with open hands. And if there's any other person that is running away from church because of similar situations, please just find God. Yes, that's all I'm going to say. So it doesn't be like I'm preaching or anything. Just find God and approach God in the best way necessary. There is no church in heaven. So it's not as if you have to be in one particular church before you go to heaven. And the way will be said, takes you and joy.
You know what? Some fans are telling us, on telling AY, come to my church. Some people said, oh, come to Catholic. Another one said, come to GCM. Another one said, come to MMF. You need to you need to tell us the name of your church, okay? The one you are inviting AY to come. Okay, now another person is saying, at this time, what you need is to be going to church for total repentance, not to be part of church program or to function in any department. There must be orderliness in the church of God. Okay, now another fan said, truth is most churches have lost track of what modeling Christ should be like, which is extending love and restoration to people while still upholding truth. It should be a place where people encounter healing, not judgment and segregation. Okay, now one fan said something. A fan said, you are mixing two things up here. From your statement, nobody chased you away from the church. You were only excused from serving, from performing in a program which is in accordance with biblical procedures of offering services in the vineyard. When you are going through a well-known public controversial situation, you should not be serving, but sit down in the congregation to be served until you are fully restored. There is somebody said there is order in the church, and so everyone should follow the order. Okay, one fan was even saying that the church leadership wasn't wrong to excuse you from serving, which doesn't mean asking you to leave the church. Now you come out for church by yourself. No be church there you say make you come out. Are you getting? So this thing is, somebody said it is better for you to know God yourself so that you don't mix up the activities or what happened. Oh, they told you to leave a group, don't perform with going to church. It has nothing to go with church. It is you who knows God yourself and know how you relate with God, not saying that because somebody in church did this to you and then you're no longer going to church, because your salvation is yours. It is yours alone to work out. Okay, so there's a lot of things that fans are saying about it, but we're going to leave this here, okay? Because if we go into religious matters, it doesn't end. We will always keep arguing and arguing. People have a lot of things to say about it back and front, okay? But please, we still want to hear from you in the comment section. How do you see this? Osita, please, let's continue.
Yes, of course. I want to hear from you. Exactly what are your opinions about these stories that we're sharing with you? And I see a lot of sense in what people are saying. It's one thing to be told not to serve. It's another thing to be told to leave the church outrightly. Now, to the very next story without waiting much of our time. Now, GehGeh is in the news. Yes. Relationship counselor, a self-acclaimed relationship counselor, a Nigerian content creator, and the founder of GehGeh School of Wisdom and Marriage, has responded to critics over his wedding to his lover Mary. Now, these people actually reported that GehGeh, who is currently being dragged on social media, got married in a secret ceremony on Saturday against his teaching about marriage. Reacting to GehGeh's wedding video, many Nigerians, especially his fans, including some top celebrities, continue to call him out, while many accuse him of betrayal. Some claim GehGeh destroyed their relationships with his teachings about marriage. However, speaking amidst the backlash, GehGeh asked his followers who have been attending his online school of marriage if he ever told them not to get married. He wrote on X, I never for once told you all not to get married. Did I? If yes, please show me a video of me telling you not to marry. And he never talk this thing finish. If you see videos flooding all over social media with videos of him vowing never to get married or keeping any relationship and describing marriage as financial mistake and a scam. So this one they say is caught red-handed. You know that kind of say the whole person for sure that there is no leave, no transfer. There is nothing he wants to say because the evidence choke. That one be say Bonobo say you go explain tire. This one not be no evidence. Evidence. Videos are flying. There is one evidence on my status. There is one on my status now as we speak of him saying this particular thing. It was first said that he's getting married. The first thing he posted was you people don't know when somebody is marrying on behalf of somebody. The second thing that came online was people saying don't worry, it's just a movie. Now he's coming out to say, you see, I'm not there the other two say I want to talk again, other than continue taking advice from social media. Continue following people. Now, you can see when the school of wisdom, the professor himself, is coming out to say he never told you not to get married. He's coming out to come and tell you that he didn't tell you that. Continue, just continue, don't worry. More truth is coming outside. I go cry, you cry, don't worry, you cry, you cry. Joy.
Okay, Osita, you know what? I'm going to support GehGeh. Why am I going to support GehGeh? First of all, GehGeh has come to ask us and other people and complaining. Did I ever tell you not to get married? I don't think GehGeh said, he did not tell you not to get married. GehGeh said if he gets married, they should
Joy, I will send you 4 videos. After this program, I will send you 4 videos where GehGeh tell us no marry. No go there, Joy. I will send you 4, not be 1. I will send you 4.
You know I what? GehGeh said that if I marry, that means now juju they use hold me. Now what thing GehGeh talk? He said if I marry, that means it's juju they using holding me, make una time me where. If I marry, make una carry cake come flog and that's what he said. He did not say don't go and marry, because you know it depends on people listening and the way people are understanding it. So if he told you don't get married, then I don't, you know what he was saying is for him he's not going to marry, he's not marrying anybody. If he marry, they should know it's juju they use in holding him. So there's no problem. You know, it just depends on how people want to take the whole thing. But you know, let's don't go into it because it's going to take a lot of time. Okay, but then we want to hear from you in the comment section. Please, our fans, are you okay with what is happening with GehGeh? Because his fans are complaining that he told them not to marry and he went ahead to marry. He has deceived them. This person has finished their relationship. He's saying they got married and that the lady was too demanding. Now he has left the beautiful woman that he married because of GehGeh. And now what is he going to do? You know, everybody, you know, most people are just in a lot of things. But please, we want to hear from you in the comment section. How do you see this? Okay. Osita, please, let's continue.
All right, these are we're going to continue on FameIdols Hangout. After GehGeh betrayed us, Joy is coming to add to the betrayer by supporting what GehGeh did. So it's very fine, it's okay. We thank the Lord. Our true color is coming out small. She's using time to tell us something, but no problem, that's fine. We're going to be here exactly on Wednesday, the same time. The way we do it every Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Joy, your final words as we prepare to leave the studio.
Please don't forget to follow our spaces, okay, your channels, and hope you enjoyed our story from BBNaija, because as you follow us, we'll bring you every update on BBNaija house. Again, Peter Okoye, I said something about indigenous languages. I think, you know, it's not about to argue about it. Let's encourage, you know, encourage our youth to learn, for children to learn their languages and speak their languages. And that's why I said something about, you know, he and his friend Biggie. Well, how do you see that? Okay, even AY has come to talk about how he's feeling about, you know, the controversies and all that. You know, from all these, I think we should be kind to each other. You know, that is what I think. We should be kind to each other. How do you see this? You know, how do you see our story for today? Because he has a lot of controversy in it. Osita, please, let's continue. Can you hear me, Osita?
Do you want to follow us across every social media Do want to follow us across every social media platforms. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and X at Fame Idols. Yes, we're active across every social media platform. And get signed up on our site www.fameidols.com for a chance to participate and contest for 1 million naira in the ongoing Fame Idols Got Talent season 2. Till on Wednesday, also target gentleman, I be my name. Together with
Joy, your baby girl. Good night.